if you've been in one of these really long lines in the past to handle things like your car registration, then you know the importance of the office of the Shelby County Clerk. Now, one of these candidates would be tasked with making those processes run more smoothly. Those are Democrat Lasagna Hall or Republican Tina Montgomery. They're both for that. We're also closely watching the election for 4 seats on the Memphis-Shelby County School Board, as voters make their choices for representation in districts 1, 6, 8, and 9. A battle is playing out in court over how much power the school board will actually have. ABC 24 anchor Yvonne Cooper walks us through where this all stands right now.
The first bell has rung, ushering in the 2026-2027 school year at Memphis-Shelby County Schools. But while students are back in the classroom, the future of who will govern the district remains uncertain. In just 2 days, voters will choose school board representatives in districts 1, 6, 8, and 9. At the same time, a state-appointed oversight board is still waiting to learn whether it will be allowed to exercise the authority granted to it under state law.
Mr. Clerk, please take the vote.
Aye, 73, 19 ayes.
Back in May, state lawmakers passed legislation creating the Educational Oversight Board after days of heated debate.
If we're going to help our citizens across West Tennessee, across this state, we have to have additional resources and tools. This is one way of doing it. I would take advantage of it. I think my communities would if that were necessary.
Memphis and Shelby County Schools received an advancing designation. What does advancing mean? The district is showing progress across key metrics.
The 9-member board would have the power to approve the district's budget, override decisions made by the elected school board, and approve contracts worth more than $50,000. But some Memphians told us the district's challenges go far deeper than what a state takeover can fix.
For us to expect our children to perform like everyone else in the state coming from impoverished areas is absolutely ludicrous, and I am not for a state takeover, and I support MSCS 100%.
While the state prepared to put the board to work, the court stepped in. The Oversight Board met in June to elect its leadership, but before it could begin officially operating, a federal judge temporarily blocked the takeover. Meanwhile, the elected Memphis-Shelby County School Board retains its authority while the case moves through federal court. The school board and Shelby County government argue the new law unconstitutionally strips power from the local elected board.
They think they're voting for the direction that our community should go in, but the state has already passed legislation to say that their votes are meaningless.
As the legal fight continues, a separate state audit has also put the district under intense scrutiny. Auditors identified about $54 million in transactions they said were consistent with potential fraud, waste, or abuse. State investigators have referred their findings to prosecutors for review.
I believe there is information in this report that absolutely could lead to indictment, but that's not for me to say. We have to work again with the local district attorney and perhaps more importantly, the United States attorney, who I can assure you is anxiously awaiting a copy of this report.
For now, as voters prepare to elect 4 members of the Memphis-Shelby County School Board, a federal court will ultimately decide just how much authority that elected board will have moving forward. In Memphis, I'm Yvonne Cooper, ABC 24 News.